you want me to read now? Breton Wraith, it's called. Just a sec, someone's phoning. I'm just going to take it off the hook. There's a lady who used to walk around the canal every day, and she always went the same way. She walked all day long, and she was called Crystal. So I've written a poem about her, and it's called Breton Wraith. Celandines compete with daisies and violets on the forest path. When Crystal passed by on her daily walks for miles every day, carried along by wind and rain on her invariable path, her husband hanged himself many years ago, unable to stand the pressure of a wife in a wheelchair. She'd been an invalid since the age of 3, now left bereft. She had 2 children to feed. It's not easy up in the woods. The shops are so far away, and her skinny legs were caving in. She knew the country law and fitted in so well on that sparkling route. I always remember her laughter like water tinkling over pebbles, and her eyes as iridescent as a treasure trove. She wears pearls in her ears, the colour of smoke, the colour of her life, of water. When her daughter moved away, it was a 3-day drive, so she never went. There was pain in her face like never before, but still she struggled along. It was a weary life and a long haul for a baguette. Crystal in the hills, her gaze in the canal, her frenzied eyes face wafting in the clouds. A Breton goddess, a sorceress, where are you now? Don't go in haste. Life isn't a race against time. This is about the dogs that were left behind after the war. They couldn't be taken, and so it moved me when I saw that they were there. And it's seen on a screen, dogs waiting dogs, on a grimly deserted station where the dust has hardly settled from the stampede of terrified refugees, women and children in tears, seeing little Alexis tied to a tree in the company of friends, in cages, boxed up. Their bloodshot eyes see their families leave. They are now at the mercy of strangers. At worst, they'll be shot by soldiers, trying out new weapons on the innocent. Leave them behind, put them down. There's no room for them on the train. We can't waste money on them. But Mummy, little Serge was crying when we tied him up. Who will sleep with me now? And who will give him doggy treats? Grey clouds gather over the platform, but the dogs are there, watching, waiting for their loved ones to return. They will wait forever. Dogs waiting, waiting dogs. And this one's called The Alien. And it's a little boy I taught once when I was teaching infants many years ago. The Alien. They called him the Alien because he had a white streak in his hair. Such a happy child with no wiles, just a sweet smile. It wasn't the other children who teased him, the classroom assistants who disliked his older mother. He was a late baby, an afterthought. Age 7, he loved Winnie the Pooh, a sophisticated read by A.A. Milne, laughing in all the right places when other faces registered nil. His intelligence shone out to me. We giggled together blissfully. He can't do a thing, complained the PE teacher. He's so uncoordinated. But then he's the alien, so what do you expect? There's definitely something wrong with him. She hopped around, skinny-legged in a leotard, like an animated insect. On parents' evening, I told his mother how bright I thought he was. Her face cracked into a smile as her dear little alien was accepted. No one has ever had a good word to say about him, she sighed. It's as if he came from another planet. We'll do the other one. And this one's called Robot. It's for your inspiration theme, David, actually. Robot. I'm planning to build a robot. I'm tossing and turning. He will help me to be myself. He's a male version of Clara in the sun. Sensitive and thoughtful, but we must avoid the sunlight. Pain, the pain of too much exposure. My robot will be clean living. I'm already addicted to him. He's under my skin, whirls in my brain like cocaine. Such nocturnal bliss. A robot kiss is sublime, inspirational. We will dance in the moonlight, engaging the stars. Drive a Ferrari to the end of time. No looking back. We're off track. Let's bivouac. And that's it. Thank you. And then there's Robert's going to read now.
Cryptocurrency is necessary. Unaccounted money is crypto-decrypted. If you're attempting to circumnavigate the market rate of a Skylab businessman in the bubble from Siberia, addicted to hysteria, no doubt it will happen again sooner than you think. Expounding philosophy of immunization, misinformation, memories of centuries when vaults contained a stock market crash in hand. Antipathy rules okay. A permafrost contracts, sealed, occupying a landslide victory in sights. Dispatches thanks to Reuters in pay of a presidium. Military commanders in the field of wolves. Special envoy sent to Stalingrad to discuss the rematch of the soccer game in the stadium. Apotheosis. I remember the last night of our lives, returning from chiaroscuro's dark, the knot of cord nadir to zenith, swimming in the amniotic sea. Evolution, a movement in the sac, bringing the embryo inside being sun, a reenactment of the light at the brushstrokes of the universe. Gold, frankincense, and myrrh. Michelangelo in circumference of the Sistine Chapel, golden section, conjuring a river of light in tempora, shadowing the planets orbiting Mars. Madonna against the looking glass. Forgotten. Churchyard gates remain locked. Forgotten desert warriors shade. Saharan sand, blue zone, peaceniks broadcast on the radio waves. Disregard those forget-me-not eyes. The longest day, arrival of the baby. Graves are beads of a widow's crucifix. Olive branches pray in the sanctuary. White blackthorn over neighboring graves. A prophetic angel glimpses a while. London bomb sites are in her eyes. The Thames embankment aflame. Churchyard gates remain locked. A distant dream of reading a telegram. Thank you very much.